Hi everyone. Today we are going to talk about our another topic of digestive system, which is liver and gallbladder. It is important to understand. So let's start. First, we'll talk about the liver. The liver is the heaviest gland of the body, weighing about 1.4 kg in an average adult. Of all of the organs of the body, it is the second only to the skin in size. The liver is inferior to the diaphragm and occupies most of the right hypochondriac and part of the epigastric regions of the abdominopelvic cavity. Liver is a dual organ having both secretory and excretory function. Hepatic lobes. The liver is almost completely covered by visceral peritoneum and is completely covered by a dense irregular connective tissue. Irregular connective tissue layer that lies deep to the peritoneum. The liver is divided into two principal lobes, a large right lobe and a smaller left lobe, by the falciform ligament, a fold of the mesentery. Although the right lobe is considered by many anatomists to include an inferior quadrate lobe and a posterior caudate lobe based on the internal morphology. The quadrate and caudate lobes more appropriately belong to the left lobe. So this is a figure of liver. Here you can see the right lobe, left lobe, quadrate lobe, caudate lobe, hepatic artery, portal vein, inferior vena cava, bile duct, cystic duct, and gallbladder. Hepatic lobules. Hepatic lobules are the structural and functional unit of liver. There are about 50,000 to 1 lakh lobules in the liver. The lobule is a honeycomb-like structure and it is made up of liver cells called the hepatocytes. Hepatocytes are the major functional cells of the liver and perform a wide array of metabolic, secretory, and endocrine functions. These are specialized epithelial cells with 5 to 12 sides that make up about 80% of the volume of the liver. Hepatocytes form complex three-dimensional arrangements called the hepatic laminae. The hepatic lamina are plates of hepatocyte, one cell thick bordered on either side by the endothelial lined vascular spaces called the hepatic sinusoids. The hepatic lamina are highly branched, irregular structures. Grooves in the cell membranes between neighboring hepatocytes provide spaces for canaliculi, into which the hepatocytes secrete bile. In between the endothelial cells, some special macrophages are present, which is called Kupffer cell. Portal triads. Each lobule is surrounded by many portal triads. Each portal triad consists of 3 vessels, a branch of hepatic artery, a branch of portal vein, and a tributary of bile duct. Branches of hepatic artery and portal vein open into the sinusoid. Sinusoid opens into the central vein and central vein empties into the hepatic vein. Bile is secreted by hepatic cells and empty into bile canaliculus. From canaliculus, the bile enters the tributary of bile duct. Tributaries of bile duct from canaliculi of neighboring lobules unite to form the smaller bile ducts. The small bile ducts join together and finally form left and right hepatic ducts, which emerge out of the liver. So in this figure you can see the sinusoid, bile canaliculus, This is a portal triad. In that, there is a branch of hepatic artery, portal vein, and tributary of bile duct. Biliary system. Biliary system or extrahepatic biliary apparatus is formed by gallbladder and extrahepatic bile ducts. Right and left hepatic bile ducts which come out of the liver join to form common hepatic duct. It unites with the cystic duct from gallbladder to form common bile duct. All these ducts have similar structures. Common bile duct unites with pancreatic duct to form the common hepatopancreatic duct or ampulla of Vater, which opens into the duodenum. There is a sphincter called sphincter of Oddi at the lower part of the common bile duct, before it joins the pancreatic duct. It is formed by the smooth muscle fibers of common bile duct. It is normally kept closed, so the bile secreted from the liver enters gallbladder where it is stored. Upon appropriate stimulation, the sphincter opens and allows flow of the bile from gallbladder into the intestine. So in this figure we can see the hepatic duct, cystic duct, ampulla of Vater, duodenum, pancreatic duct, pancreas, common bile duct and common hepatic duct. Blood supply to liver. Liver receives maximum blood supply of about 1500 ml per minute. It receives blood from two sources, namely hepatic artery and the portal vein. Properties and composition of bile. First we'll see the properties of bile. The volume would be 800 to 1200 ml per day. Reaction is alkaline. pH is 8 to 8.6. Specific gravity is 1.010 to 1.011 and color is golden yellow or green. Composition of bile. Bile contains 97.6% of water and 2.4% of solids. Solids include organic and inorganic substances. So in this chart we can see the organic substances and inorganic substances. In organic substances there are bile salts, bile pigments, cholesterol, fatty acids, lecithin and mucin, and in inorganic substances there would be sodium, calcium, potassium, chlorine and bicarbonate. Secretion of bile. Bile is secreted by hepatocytes. The initial bile secreted by hepatocytes contains large quantity of bile acids, bile pigments, cholesterol, lecithin and fatty acids. From hepatocytes, bile is released into canaliculi. From here, it passes through the small ducts and hepatic ducts and reaches the common hepatic duct. From common hepatic duct, bile is diverted either directly into the intestine or into the gallbladder. Sodium bicarbonate and water are added to the bile when it passes through the ducts. These substances are secreted by the epithelial cells of the ducts. Addition of sodium, bicarbonate and water increases the total quantity of the bile. Storage of bile. Most of the bile from liver enters the gallbladder where it is stored. It is released from gallbladder into the intestine whenever it is required. When bile is stored in gallbladder, it undergoes many changes both in quantity and quality, such as the volume is increased because of the absorption of a large amount of water and electrolytes. Concentration of bile salts, bile pigments, cholesterol, fatty acid and lecithin is increased because of the absorption of water and electrolytes. The pH is decreased slightly. Specific gravity is increased and mucin is added to the bile. So in this chart, there is a difference between liver bile and the gallbladder bile. So if we are talking about the pH, so liver bile's pH would be 8 to 8.6, where gallbladder's bile pH would be 7 to 7.6. If we are talking about the specific gravity, so specific gravity of liver bile would be 1010 to 1011, and if you are talking about the specific gravity of gallbladder bile, it would be 1026 to 1032. Water content would be 97.6% in liver bile, and in gallbladder bile water content would be 89%. If you are talking about the solids would be 2.4% in liver bile, and in gallbladder bile solids would be 11%. So we are not going deep into the organic substances and inorganic substances difference. Bile salts. Bile salts are the sodium and potassium salts of bile acids, which are conjugated with glycine or taurine. Formation of bile salts. Bile salts are formed from bile acids. There are two primary bile acids in human, namely cholic acid and canodeoxycholic acid. Which are formed in liver and enter the intestine through the bile. Due to the bacterial action in the intestine, the primary bile acids are converted into secondary bile acids. Cholic acid into deoxycholic acid and canodeoxycholic acid into lithocholic acid. Secondary bile acids from intestine are transported back to liver through enterohepatic circulation. In liver, the secondary bile acids are conjugated with glycine or taurine and form the conjugated bile acids, namely glycocholic acid and taurocholic acids. These bile acids combine with the sodium or potassium ions to form the salts. Sodium or potassium glycocholate and sodium or potassium taurocholate. Enterohepatic circulation of bile salts. Enterohepatic circulation is a transport of substances from small intestine to liver through the portal vein. About 90 to 95% of bile salts from intestine are transported to liver through the enterohepatic circulation. Remaining 5% to 10% of the bile salts enter large intestine. Here the bile salts are converted into deoxycholate and lithocholate, which are excreted in feces. Now we'll see the functions of bile salts. Bile salts are required for digestion and absorption of the fats in intestine, and the functions are emulsification of fats. Emulsification is the process by which the fat globules are broken down into the minute droplets and made in the form of a milky fluid called emulsion in small intestine by the actions of bile salts. Lipolytic enzymes of GI tract cannot digest the fats directly because the fats are insoluble in water due to the surface tension. Bile salts emulsifies the fats by reducing the surface tension due to their detergent action. Now the fats can be easily digested by the lipolytic enzymes. Unemulsified fat usually passes through the intestine and then it is eliminated in feces. Emulsification of fats by bile salts need the presence of lecithin from bile. Second function would be the absorption of fats. Bile salts help in the absorption of digested fats from intestine into the blood. Bile salts combine with fats and make complexes of fats called the micelles. The fats in the forms of micelles can be absorbed easily. Cholinergic action. Bile salts stimulate the secretion of bile from liver, and this is the action which is called the cholinergic action. Another function is the cholagogue action. Cholagogue is an agent which causes contraction of the gallbladder and release of bile into the intestine. Bile salts act as cholagogues indirectly by stimulating the secretion of hormone cholecystokinin. This hormone causes contraction of gallbladder, resulting in release of bile. Laxative action. Laxative is an agent which induces defecation. Bile salts act as laxatives by stimulating peristaltic movements of the intestine. Prevention of the gallbladder formation. Prevention of the gallstone formation. Bile salts prevent the formation of gallstone by keeping the cholesterol and lecithin in solution. In the absence of bile salts, cholesterol precipitates along with lecithin and form the gallstone. ગોલસ્ટોન મતલબ જે આપણે પથરી કહીએ જે ગોલ બ્લેડરમાં થાય. Bile pigments. Bile pigments are the excretory product in bile. Bilirubin and biliverdin are two bile pigments, and bilirubin is the major bile pigment in human beings. Bile pigments are formed during the breakdown of hemoglobin, which is released from the destroyed RBCs in the reticuloendothelial system. Formation and excretion of bile pigments. Stages of formation and circulation of bile pigments. Senile erythrocytes are destroyed in reticuloendothelial system and hemoglobin is released from them. Hemoglobin is broken into globin and heme. Heme is split into iron and the pigment biliverdin. Iron goes to iron pool and is reused. First form pigment biliverdin is reduced in bilirubin. Bilirubin is released into blood from the reticuloendothelial cells. In blood, the bilirubin is transported by the plasma protein and albumin. Bilirubin circulating in the blood is called free bilirubin or unconjugated bilirubin. Within few hours after entering the circulation, the free bilirubin is taken up by the liver cells. In the liver cells, it is conjugated with glucuronic acid to form the conjugated bilirubin. And conjugated bilirubin is then excreted into the intestine through the bile. So in this figure, the whole process can be described. Fate of conjugated bilirubin. Stages of excretion of conjugated bilirubin. In intestine, 50% of the conjugated bilirubin is converted into urobilinogen by intestinal bacteria. First, the conjugated bilirubin is conjugated into free bilirubin, which is later reduced into urobilinogen. Remaining 50% of the conjugated bilirubin from intestine is absorbed into blood and enters the liver through portal vein. From liver, it is re-excreted in bile. Most of the urobilinogen from intestine enters the liver via enterohepatic circulation. Later, it is re-excreted through bile. About 5% of urobilinogen is excreted by kidney through urine. In urine, due to the exposure to air, the urobilinogen is converted into urobilin by oxidation. Some of the urobilinogen is excreted in feces as stercobilinogen. In feces, stercobilinogen is oxidized to stercobilin. Now we'll see the functions of bile. Most of the functions of bile are due to the bile salts. First is the digestive function. Second is the absorptive functions. Then there is the excretory functions. Bile pigments are the major excretory products of the bile. Other substances excreted in bile are heavy metals like copper and iron, some bacteria like typhoid bacteria, some toxins, cholesterol, lecithin, and alkaline phosphatase. Laxative actions. Bile salts act as laxatives. Antiseptic action. Bile inhibits the growth of certain bacteria in the lumen of intestine by its neutral detergent action. Choleretic action. Bile salts have the choleretic action. Maintenance of pH in gastrointestinal tract. As bile is highly alkaline, it neutralizes the acid chyme which enters the intestine from stomach. This is how an optimum pH is maintained for the action of the digestive enzymes. Prevention of gallstone formation. Lubrication function. The mucin in bile acts as a lubricant for the chyme in intestine. And cholagogue action. Bile salts acts as a cholagogues. Now we'll see the functions of liver. Liver is the largest gland and one of the vital organs of the body, and it performs many vital metabolic and homeostatic functions, which are summarized as a metabolic function. Liver is the organ where maximum metabolic reactions such as metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and many hormones are carried out. Storage function. Many substances like glycogen, amino acid, iron, folic acid, and vitamin A, B12, and D are stored in liver. Synthetic function. Liver produces glucose by gluconeogenesis. It synthesizes all the plasma proteins and other proteins such as clotting factors, complement factors, and hormone binding proteins. It also synthesizes steroids, somatomedin, and heparin. Another function of liver is secretion of bile. Liver secretes bile, which contains bile salts, bile pigments, cholesterol, fatty acid, and lecithin. The functions of bile are mainly due to the bile salts, and bile salts are required for digestion and absorption of fats in the intestine. Bile helps to carry away waste products and break down fats, which are excreted through the feces or urine. Excretory function. Liver excretes cholesterol, bile pigments, heavy metals, toxins, bacteria, and virus through bile. Heat production. Enormous amount of heat is produced in the liver because of metabolic reactions. Liver is the organ where maximum heat is produced. Hemopoietic function. In fetus, liver produces the blood cells. It stores vitamin B12 necessary for the erythropoiesis and iron necessary for synthesis of hemoglobin. Liver produces thrombopoietin that promotes production of the thrombocytes. Hemolytic function. The senile RBCs after a lifespan of 120 days are destroyed by the reticuloendothelial cells of liver. Inactivation of hormones and drugs. Liver catabolizes the hormones such as growth hormone, parathormone, cortisol, insulin, glucagon, and estrogen. It also inactivates the drugs, particularly the fat-soluble drugs. The fat-soluble drugs are converted into water-soluble substances which are excreted through bile or urine. Defensive and detoxification functions. Reticuloendothelial cells or Kupffer cells of the liver play an important role in the defense of the body. Liver is also involved in the detoxification of the foreign bodies. Foreign bodies such as bacteria or antigen are swallowed and digested by the reticuloendothelial cells of liver by means of phagocytosis. Reticuloendothelial cells of liver also produce substances like interleukins and tumor necrosis factors, which activate the immune system of the body. Liver cells are involved in the removal of toxic property of the various harmful substances. Removal of toxic property of the harmful agent is known as the detoxification. Detoxification in liver occurs in two ways: total destruction of the substances by means of metabolic degradation and conversion of toxic substances into non-toxic materials by the means of conjugation with glucuronic acid or sulfates. So this was all about the liver. Now we'll talk about the gallbladder. Bile secreted from liver is stored in gallbladder. The capacity of gallbladder is approximately 50 ml. Gallbladder is not essential for life and it is removed, which is called the cholecystectomy, in patients suffering from gallbladder dysfunction. After cholecystectomy, patients do not suffer from any major disadvantage. In some species, gallbladder is absent also. Functions of gallbladder. Major functions of gallbladder are the storage and concentration of bile. Storage of bile. Bile is continuously secreted from liver, but it is released into intestine only intermittently, and most of the bile is stored in gallbladder till it is required. Concentration of bile. Bile is concentrated while it is stored in gallbladder. The mucosa of gallbladder rapidly reabsorbs water and electrolytes, except calcium and potassium. But the bile salts, bile pigments, cholesterol, and lecithin are not reabsorbed. So the concentration of these substances in bile increases 5 to 10 times. Alteration of pH of bile. The pH of bile increases from 8 to 8.6 to 7 to 7.6, and it becomes less alkaline when it is stored in gallbladder. Secretion of mucin. Gallbladder secretes mucin and adds it to bile. When bile is released into the intestine, mucin acts as a lubricant for movement of the chyme in the intestine. Maintenance of the pressure in biliary system. Due to the concentrating capacity, gallbladder maintains a pressure of about 7 cm H2O in biliary system. This pressure in the biliary system is essential for the release of bile into the intestine. Filling and emptying of gallbladder. Usually the sphincter of Oddi is closed during fasting and the pressure in the biliary system is only 7 cm H2O. Because of this pressure, the bile from liver enters the gallbladder. While taking food or when chyme enters the intestine, gallbladder contracts along with the relaxation of the sphincter of Oddi. Now the pressure increases to about 20 cm H2O, and because of the increase in pressure, the bile from gallbladder enters the intestine. Contraction of gallbladder is induced by the neural and hormonal factors. And this neural factor would be the stimulation of parasympathetic nerve causes contraction of the gallbladder by releasing acetylcholine. The vagal stimulation occurs during the cephalic phase and gastric phase of gastric secretion. Hormonal factor. When a fatty chyme enters the intestine from stomach, the intestine secretes the cholecystokinin, which causes a contraction of the gallbladder. Regulation of bile secretion. Bile secretion is a continuous process, though the amount is less during fasting. It starts increasing after meals and continues for 3 hours. Secretion of bile from liver and release of bile from the gallbladder are influenced by some chemical factors which are categorized into 3 groups: choleretics, cholagogue, and hydrocholeretic agents. Choleretics. Substances which increase the secretion of the bile from liver are known as choleretics. Effective choleretic agents are acetylcholine, secretin, cholecystokinin, acid chyme in intestine, and bile salts. Cholagogues. Cholagogues is an agent which increases the release of bile into the intestine by contracting gallbladder. Common cholagogues are bile salts, calcium, fatty acids, amino acids, and inorganic acids. All these substances stimulate the secretion of cholecystokinin, which in turn causes the contraction of the gallbladder and flow of bile into the intestine. Hydrocholeretic agents. Hydrocholeretic agent is substance which causes the secretion of bile from liver with large amount of water and less amount of the solid. Hydrochloric acid is a hydrocholeretic agent. So this was all about gallbladder. So in this topic we have talked about liver and gallbladder. So if you are having any query or doubt, do let me know. Thank you.